Welcome back, friends. Today we're checking out the new Milwaukee SHOCKWAVE Impact Duty sockets. They have a lifetime guarantee on them. So we're checking out the 3/8 drive version and the 1/2 inch version. So let's get started. Okay, the very first thing I noticed opening this up, the nice stamped ink-filled bold markings on there. So compared to a lot of my other impacts, these are really easy to read. And one thing I just want to show you, this is what I've done to some of my old sockets to get by. So I'm upgrading from this impact socket set right here, which I actually purchased years ago from Builder Square. And let me show you what I've done to these. I spray WD-40 on them, wipe them down, get them as clean, get all the grease off, get all the rust off. And like my red truck, I would often change the brakes on it. So I painted this one red. I have a aluminum landscape trailer, so for changing out the tires, I painted the socket. And then on my Skag Turf Tiger, changing the blades, which I would do on a very regular basis, I was always looking for the socket, and this one right here just made it really easy. I just grabbed this one. So I just want to show you a comparison between my old socket right here, and then this is one of the 1/2 inch ones. So check this out, the lettering on here, really nice and bold, nice and deep. It's ink filled. So this 13/16 socket right here is very easy to read. So if this ever wears out, I have actually been using these little paint brushes right here, the hobby paint brushes, and you could actually dab that in there if you want it to kind of bring your sockets back to life again. So here's another trick that I use using this paint marker right here. So I'll take this and then I'll just rub it across the 13/16, kind of rub it in. And then just take like a shop towel, just try to go in one direction. There, you can see it kind of brings it back to life a little bit. There, at least you have a little bit of a contrast so you can actually see what the socket is. So there's several other features that I'm really impressed with, but just the first thing is being able to see nice big bold letters right there when you're trying to find your socket like this 13/16. It's going to be really easy to spot. And then it also has some laser etched numbers on there. So that's the engraving of the part number. So this has a lifetime warranty on it. So if something ever happens to it, you can always, see exactly the part number in case this ever breaks. We're going to start out, take a look at the 8-piece 3/8 socket set. So it's model 49-66-7024. So this 3/8 set right here is going to pair really well with the new Milwaukee M18 compact impact wrench right here. So this one is quite a bit shorter than some of the previous models. And the thing I really like is the light system they have. It just really lights up, like when you're working on a vehicle or something. A lot of times you don't have really good lighting, and this is just awesome. All right. So also included in this kit is the rail system right here, and there is actually some room where you can add to this if you want to, or you can take some out. So you can take the one end off right here. And then if you want to customize it, if you want to take a few different ones off, or let's say you just want to add to it. Let's say I'm going to be using a 1/2 inch one. I need to take it from the other set. That will just slide on there. Put the end cap in. And I could imagine putting this like in a crate, a Milwaukee crate, or maybe the Packout system if I was going somewhere to do my job. So the same setup's true on the 1/2 inch impacts as well. So a nice thing with the 3/8 set right here, it comes with this adapter. So let's say you don't have a impact wrench like this, but you have an impact driver. So this is probably one of the most powerful ones out there. This is one of my favorites. It's a Milwaukee M18 fuel with a 5 amp hour battery. So you just put that in there. And then I have this, we're gonna test this out. I have some old treated timber, and this is, I believe, a 5-inch long lag. So it requires the 5/8 socket. So we're gonna line that up. So that has a hole on each side for the detent. And right there. All right, let's go test this out. So this old retaining wall right here is something that's on my list to eventually replace. So let's see how this works. And there is plenty of power there. Check that out. All right, it's probably a little warm. Let's move it over here one more time. Forward. And there is some definite hammering going on. And just to think how strong this little piece is right here. Amazing. Let's go take some lugs off one of my trailer tires. Okay, my landscape trailer is going to require a 13/16 socket. This is 1/2 inch, and we're going to hook this up to my pneumatic impact wrench. So one thing to quick mention, these impact sockets right here, they are rated to be used with an impact wrench that's either pneumatic like this, or corded, or battery powered. So we're going to use the pneumatic here. All right. Okay, so I know these are nice and snug. Yep. Came right off. The sockets just fit nice. All right. Okay, so I have a question for you guys if you're into the Packout setups like I am. So I think my ultimate setup would be to have this one right here. Right now I have some electrical things going on. So I'd like to have the 3/8 compact M18. Then if I had another M18 that's a 1/2 inch one, I think that would be ideal. And then I could have those two. Then I could have these two socket sets right here. Then if I needed any adapters or extensions, I could also fit all that in here along with some Kaizen foam. That's probably what I think would work really well for me. What about you guys? Let me know down below what would be your perfect storage solution for that. So a couple of quick things to point out. These are all 6-point sockets right here. They have like a really nice, perfect geometric design, so it keeps from stripping and rounding off some of the lag bolts. So I noticed this one right here. I know the lighting's not that great, but it definitely locked onto this real well and did a nice job, no stripping out or rounding it over. And then the design on every socket has this ring groove right here, just makes it easier to take it on and off. I also just like the way that's contoured right there. So I could see this socket rail working really well. Say you wanted to put it like on your pegboard right there or nail on the wall. You could just hang these so they're just really easy to have access to. They're not going to be tucked away in some drawer. I like the Packout system for me personally. That's the direction I'm moving in to get organized, but I'd like to know what you guys think for that. And then if you're going out to work on a project, something like this is just really handy. You just grab this set right here and you have pretty much everything that you need. So it's not overbearing, like, you know, need a whole big case of sockets. So this has all your popular sizes right here. One thing I want to mention, I was recently doing some work on my vehicle and it was something kind of small and I was trying to use a regular hand wrench to loosen it and it was really stuck on there and I was really pushing hard trying to get it to loosen and it was just starting to bend that piece of metal. And then I realized that, you know, that's not going to work, so I stopped. I went and I grabbed my impact and it just a couple clicks and the thing was right. It just walked it right off. It's no problem at all. But sometimes when you have something that's kind of frozen on there and trying to use like a bigger pry bar, I would say to go to your impact. You might have to spray something on there to loosen it up, some penetrant of some sort. But this right here, using an impact and a good quality impact socket like this is going to really get you a long ways on some of your difficult projects. All right, so I feel like these SHOCKWAVE heavy-duty impact sockets are going to be relatively straightforward. There is more information that you could find out down below. I'll have a link to these at the Home Depot so you can find out more. And there you can see some other reviews on them and see some other questions and answers that I may not have covered. So my goal of this video is to put these to the test so you can see if they're right for you in case you're considering the purchase of them. If you find this video to be interesting, helpful, and informative, please give my video a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.